So, Palantir has been just crushing it with no end in sight. I mean, it just can't be stopped as it keeps running. But is it overvalued after this latest run? And is 400, 500, and beyond possible like some folks are now trying to say? So I'll give you my take on if it's overvalued or not right now today. And I'll let you know my opinion on if $400 or even $500 and beyond is possible with Palantir stock. Just make sure you like the video if you like getting the truth without the hype. So we have seen just an epic move in Palantir, just like we got kind of at the beginning of the year there. I mean, it was just an epic move up, basically from those beat down lows where all of a sudden we were getting discounts down into the $20 range. Now we're well above $30 and we're eyeing what, $35 now or so is kind of that next big target to hit at. I know when it fell down in the 20s, my group was lighting up like crazy with buy alerts everywhere in the pre-market. I mean, it was just like, actually there was a lot of stocks. It wasn't just Palantir, but we're talking about Palantir today. So there was buy alerts everywhere like Christmas trees all over the place for all kinds of stocks, including Palantir down in that $20 range. Some folks got it in the lower 21. Some folks got it well under $21 in that $20 something range. I mean, there was just stupid prices on a lot of great stocks on that day. I mean, just crazy. And here we are just a little while later, and you're up over 50% on those buys, guys. And I'm talking about Palantir here specifically. That is an incredible, that is a multi-year return on a stock in just a small amount of time. That is just incredible to say the least. And those type gains are possible from time to time when you are prepared, when you have a plan, when you have price targets, when you have a network of folks out there ready to support you and help you cut through all the noise and all the fear and all the doom and gloom and all the everything else to help you just execute the buy. These type of opportunities come to those investors that are prepared to that degree. So congrats out there to all of you guys that bought. I know all of our group members have got a lot on that bought, but for a lot of you guys out there too, you guys bought as well. So congratulations to all you. That is some well-earned money. That is what being prepared does for you. But I got it. There's a lot of you guys that either didn't buy, maybe you've been holding this whole time. You're wondering what the heck is the deal with Palantir right now today? What if I want to buy today? Is it overvalued or undervalued? So let's look at a couple points to determine exactly that. And then we'll talk about is $500 possible or not. So point number one, Palantir had great earnings. Look, once again, you can't argue with the actual results of the earnings. They were great earnings. Not only are there a lot of contracts in the pipeline, a lot of contracts that came through, they're continuing to grow in all areas. Of course, free cash flow is just looking incredible per the usual with Palantir. There were so many good things in this earnings call. Oh, and by the way, they also increased guidance, which was huge for the stock. So they're executing wonderfully and they're increasing their guidance on the other side, which you're absolutely right, guys. When you increase guidance, and we saw that, basically the growth rate is going to continue to accelerate. We're getting closer to that 30% mark. We're not there yet, so don't get too excited. We have to actually get there, but we're definitely moving in the right direction in regards to getting to that 30% number there. So those are all big things there. And yes, for those of you guys wondering, that absolutely means that you got a valuation reset with Palantir. That means the valuation went up, which is good news for us as shareholders. But the question becomes, how far up did it go? And more importantly, let's talk about valuation next, because that's the next point. Point number two is valuation. Now, guys, we always say all the time, valuation is what matters in the end, not your pretty spreadsheets and your pretty little charts and your little graphs and your little projections and all these other things out there that show you that Palantir is worth this, that, and the other in 2030, 2050, 2090, whatever. None of that stuff matters. What matters is valuation. Valuation is what keeps you from buying at 40 during those hype times whenever everybody's little pretty spreadsheet and chart and, valuation model or whatever was telling you that was cheap for the stock, which of course turned out to actually not be true, and vice versa. That's what kept us from buying there. Valuation kept us from buying at 40 and instead had us pouring in money at, $12, $10, $8, $7, even when it got down to the $6 range and everybody was saying it's a $5 stock. Valuation told me, just buy the stock, dummy. It's a great price. Continue to buy the stock at those lower prices. So you have to learn it, guys. I got it. My group's not right for you, not right for everyone. Some folks it is, some folks it isn't. Understand completely. Put it right here in the search bar on YouTube. Learn it. Buy somebody else's course. Google it. Doesn't matter. You have to learn it. That is the only way to confidently buy. Relying on Luke or anybody else's opinion on this, that, or the other is a recipe for disaster in the end. You have to do your own work, guys. So learn it. So yeah, I'm going to give you my opinion on it here, but it is so valuable for you to be able to do your own valuation so you can spot check myself or anybody else out there, because really in the end, you're the one pulling the trigger here, not me. So my opinion doesn't mean a whole heck of a lot. Now, in regards to my opinion, yes, we got a valuation reset. Yes, the valuation did go up. But for me, when I look at the facts and the growth rates that they gave and everything else, and I do evaluation, we're still in that upper $20 range there. So kind of went from the mid 20s into that upper 20s range there. And right now we're over that. We're well over $30 now. So for me, it is overvalued at this stage, in my opinion. Now, I'm going to caution you guys right now about this. It is not grossly overvalued. It is not. It is overvalued, not grossly overvalued. And that's okay. That happens from time to time in the stock market there in regards to that. If I was DCAing, I would just continue right on with my current DCA. Obviously, you guys know I use a modified DCA, so I'm not buying right now. But that does not mean that the stock cannot continue to run, because yes, it absolutely can, because the market gets irrational to the upside and to the downside, right? It goes both ways. So yeah, could it go to 100? It's actually possible. Now, do I want that to happen? Absolutely not. And ask Tesla shareholders how that worked out for them in 2021 whenever Tesla ran up to $400 per share. Ask them how that worked out. It hasn't looked real good for those Tesla shareholders since then. So that's not something I want to see happen with Palantir. Now, if you're a trader, you might want that. But as a long-term buy and hold investor, I want to add more shares on the cheap, not see it go to some ridiculous hype valuation to where it's going to stagnate or trade down for a period of years. That's not what I want, because I'm not a trader. I want more shares of this because I want that $100 whenever the valuation can support a $100 price target. And I want to have way more shares than I would have had if it just would have run up there on some sort of hype run. That's how you build actual sustainable long-term wealth, not this here today, gone tomorrow type thing, and getting involved in all the other ridiculous games out there that statistically are proven to be losers in the end. But I hear you right now. You guys all want to know, is $500 possible or not with Palantir? So let's talk about that next. So do I think $500 is possible? All right, let me answer this question with a few facts about the stock market, guys. These are actual facts. I don't want to give you guys opinions. I want to give you guys actual facts. Projecting out beyond a year or two starts to get into speculation. And obviously when you get, basically year 4 or 5, you're purely speculating at this stage, much less 2030, much less talking about 2040 or any of the things out there. Those are all pure speculation. Look, just look back, just simply 2020, 2021 until today, and tell me how everything played out, and tell me how everybody's little pretty chart and pretty graph and pretty little model told you $40 was a steal for Palantir back then, and tell me what else happened with the stock market during that time. It has absolutely destroyed every single model, every single projection, everything that has been put out there, that everybody put out there trying to guess this, that, and the other. It has all been destroyed, because when you're trying to look out 4, 5, 6, 8, 10 years into the future, you are purely speculating at that stage. But when I think about something like $500, honestly don't care. I don't care whether or not we get to $500 or not that far into the future, because I understand. I mean, if it does, great. I'm going to win massively. I'm a massive winner, guys. So this isn't me being bearish at all. I just know that I'm speculating, trying to look out that far. And you guys know I'm an investor. I am not a speculator. So I have no interest in speculating out the $500 or not. I mean, if the stock only goes to $50 in the future, guess what? I'm still winning massively because of where my average is, because I bought based upon valuation, not based upon some crazy $500 price target in the future. I bought based upon valuation. So I'm still a winner, even if we only get to 50. So honestly, I don't care if it gets to 500. That'll be great. But I want Palantir to earn that $500 price target, or that $500 price in stock, because they have executed over time. And right now, there's no growth rate I can apply, no EPS growth rate number I can apply to where $500 is even in the ballpark without just speculating out well into the future, which I'm not going to do here on this channel, guys. I'm sorry. I have to deal with reality right now. And the reality right now is $500 is possible, sure, but I could care less about it. What I care about is getting cheap shares right now to where if the stock goes to $50 or $500, I'm still a massive winner in the end. That is all that I can control in the end, not anything else that's out there. So I'm not even going to think about it, guys. It's not even on my radar. And if you want to see buy and sell alerts like what happened whenever we got that brief dip on Palantir down to that $20 range or so, and you want to see my complete watch list with price targets, you want to learn how to do valuation like we talked about today, and so much more, I may have left something special for those of you guys that check out the pinned comment down there, click on the link and see exactly what you get, where we go through that. You see all those buy and sell alerts in real time. You get my complete watch list with price targets. You get 5 courses for free. You get to use our stock analyzer tool for free, take advantage of your free coaching. Guys, there is so much involved in the group. Just check out the pinned comment, see if a membership's right for you. And click this video here if you want to see exactly what I'm buying in this market. And click here to see my exact plan for this market. So thanks for watching, and we'll see you in the next one.